way by developing habits. I said something. In the new year, many people have resolutions. I want to be this, I want to be that, based on whatever they define as success for themselves. But many people are not able to go ahead with it. Why? Because they think goal is just a one-off thing. They come up with this rush, and eventually everything just falls apart. But I want to look at goal setting, so being successful and living the life of your dream from a different angle. And that angle is that you yourself can break down this into the tiniest little habits. Now, if it gets to become a habit, you can realize that living a successful life, smashing your goals, can become a lifestyle. And that is the aim, to have success as a lifestyle. And that's why we're talking about success habit. Then the question is, what is success? Yeah, can anybody tell me what is success to you? Is it when you have $1 million? Is it when you have $100 million? Is it when you have started a business and scaled to a particular amount? Is that what it is to you? Or is it just you being happy? That might be success to you. Or just fulfilling purpose. What is success to you? Now, the thing is this. People say, okay, when I'm able to get my goals done, I believe I'm successful. But when we talk about sustainable success, or talk about success, even talk about happiness, the truth is whether you define it as you smashing your goals, okay? Whether you define it as you smashing your goals or you being happy, you realize that there are about 7 spheres of life. Now, these 7 spheres of life actually is what determines whether you are balanced or not. And that's also determine whether you're successful. Now, let's say in your financial aspects, okay, the 7 aspects of life has to do with the spiritual, the physical, the emotional, financial, social, environment, and intellectual. So let's say in your in your financial life, you have hammered. You have now made it. You now have the kind of money you're looking for. But then you are not feeling well. You are sick. You have to spend that money on sickness. You now have to nurture sickness because you pushed yourself too much while trying to attain that financial freedom or that financial target. Now, do you consider that as success? That is not a holistic success. That's really not success. You're still not happy or uncomfortable. There's still something in your health life, in your physical life, you've not been able to smash the health goal, right? What about spiritual? Some people, you see them, they're always praying, reading the Bible, quoting it, everything. But work, they will not work. Do any other thing, they will not. Be socialized? No. Balance environment? No. Only that. And so they have this lopsided view of life, or they're successful in just this one aspect. We have about 7 aspects, like I said. Now, the moment you can be successful in these areas, in the whole 7 areas, then you have attained success. So that means you are spiritually balanced, you're physically balanced, you're socially balanced, you have the right amount of social interactions, whether with family, with friends, and neighbors and people around you. Your environment, is perfect. It's the way you want it to be, and it's such that it nurtures your dreams, your hopes, and your passion. And then intellectual, that's what we talk about, self-improvement. Being here, yeah, good evening, you're welcome. I'm not able to even see your name. I'm only seeing Facebook user. That's because of the streaming software that I have, that I'm using. So I'm not able to see your name except to give permission to StreamYard to show your name. But you're welcome. Good evening. So until you are balanced in those 7 spheres of life, you cannot say you're successful. And that's why I was asking, what is success to you? What do you consider success to be for you? But like I said, if you have money and you're not able to, eventually be healthy, you can't consider yourself successful. If you smash your spiritual goal and you're okay spiritually and financially you're not there, then you can't say you're successful. So until you have balanced these 7 spheres of life, that's when you can say you're successful. But then I'm still going to go into the success habits. Now, what can you do for you to be able to now attain this success? We all want to be successful. That's why we set goals for ourselves at the beginning of the year. But like I said, until it's broken down to habits, until it becomes a lifestyle, you are not able to say, I can continue with this. You have a goal, you smash it in 1 month, and the next 3 months you're exhausted, you're tired, you're sick. That is not it. That is not success. It's not sustainable. So the question now is going to be, how can we have sustainable success? Habits. Yes, you already know that. And habit is something you do repeatedly. See, you want to come to a point, that's when it becomes a habit, that you can do these things automatically. Now, while I will not go into the science of habit forming in this particular webinar, I'm going to be talking about the different success habits, things that truly successful people do. That's why I tell you that this is not going to be something you have seen in YouTube or not. Most times in YouTube, when you hear they wake up 5 a.m., they write a journal, they meditate, it's all good though, but it only covers only one habit, and that is the habit of routines. But before routines, one very characteristic of successful people, and that has to do with a habit, is the fact that they have a vision. They have a picture of the future that they want. They have a picture of the future that they want. So let me tell you something. You cannot even smash a lifetime goal if you don't have a recurrent picture of who you want to become. Very important. You may want to write that down before any other thing. Many times we are, oh, I want to be successful. Hey, I want to do this. But who do you want to become? First of all, they always keep that picture. See, if you're talking with them, they can, even when they've not attained that level, they can tell you, this is where I want to attain. This is who I see myself as. And in a matter of time, they get there. Why? There's a picture. Now, why I'm starting with that picture, a vision of yourself, of your successful self, you need to see it. Now, why I'm starting with that is because when you have that picture, then you will determine what routine works for you. So that's why when people go on to YouTube and say, hey, habit of successful, they'll tell you, maybe Elon Musk wakes up by 4 a.m. Maybe Warren Buffett wake up by 5 a.m. Okay, when will you wake up? When you have a picture of who you want to become, then you can determine what your routine will be. You determine whether it's 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. that works for you. So the success is not in the 5 a.m. waking up, or in the 4 a.m. or in the 3 a.m. waking up. No, it's in knowing who you want to become, and then you can now come up with the routine that you want to, what's the word I use now? The routine that will take you there. You will develop the habits that will take you there. So, however, there are general habits that can make you successful. Number one is that you have routines. After having the vision, you have routines. What did I say? You have routines. Let me see. Okay, let me create a banner here. You have routines. Number one is routines. And now, what is routines? Let me write that down. I'll put it on the screen. Routines. Exactly. So you have routines. This is it. Okay, I hope it shows on now. So you have routines, and routines are things you do in a particular order in order to be able to receive the particular results you're looking for. So you say we have routines, number one, that means you can, and there is what we call the morning routines, and we also have what we call the evening routines. So do you have a routine? There is a morning routine down. This routine will help you start the day off on a successful note. The evening routine will help you wind down and prepare you ahead even for the next day. You know, in our in my membership, this and accountability group, that's one of the we already did the gratitude challenge this month that is ending. Next month we're going to be looking at morning routines. Why? Because those routines are very, very important. From the time you wake up and putting on your alarm to ensure that you wake up the same time every day. From the time you wake up to your meditation, you take time to meditate. You know, as a Christian, you meditate on the word of God, right? All people have different forms of meditation, but above all is for you to have a quiet time where your spirits can be ministered to. You know, most of the time, where you can also do your plannings. You plan the day in that morning as well. And when you already do that, you realize that success is already knocking at your door. Number two, they manage their time effectively. Now, time management is broad depending on who you are. Very, very broad. We have time management as a result of you being able to do all you need to do in appropriate time and at the right time. You also have time management in the aspect of you being not only able to do something at the right time, but also to do it in time and still save time for yourself. So they manage their time effectively. Let me see. 24 hours is enough for every single one of us. I don't know if you've ever asked yourself that all these people that are doing, great things, how come they're able to do all of these things? And it's not the same 24 hours. Yes, the same 24 hours, but they have learned to manage their time effectively. I said, number one, they have routines. Number two, they manage their time effectively. Now, the question is going to be, okay, they manage their time effectively. How? Now, I'm going to be giving you one example, one immediate example that you can start using immediately now in order for you to manage your time effectively. One is that have a to-do list. Now, that to-do list should be arranged based on your order of priority. I usually tell people, let your list have 3 major things that if you accomplish, you will know you had a great day. So I'm telling you, I'm giving you a hack now, something you can start with now, and you begin to see difference. You will see a difference in your time management. You will begin to see how successful you will be, even in other aspects of your life. So have like three to-do lists on your every day. Then allot time to each activity. See, that part is very important. Many times it's easy and fun. You can say, I can write my to-do list, but you see, allotting time is very, very key. So allot that time. Something you can start now. Only this method alone has a way of changing the dynamics for you. You'll begin to see that your days are enough for you. Write your to-do list, have like 3. Don't go and put your list and have 10 things. Have 3 things that you want to do that day. Put time for each activity. See, that timing is very, very, very important. Very, very important. Part of the things I always hammer in my accountability group is that, see, put time. And everyone that's ever, see, this are tested and proof principle. Every single person that have wrote their list and as allotted time always see that they're able to do much more than they've ever been able to do. And also they realize that not only are you able to do much more than you have always been able to do, you see that you have more time in your hands. See, this thing is a game changer. I'm telling you, push out time management. Like I said, time management is big, it's broad, but this is something you can start with. In fact, we also have the weekly planning. Plan your week. I remember when I was working in Port Harcourt and I had to go to work. I had to be at work by 7 a.m. Now I come back in the evening. This is that I was even living close to work. So I just 10 minutes walk and I'm already there. I didn't need to take a vehicle. But in spite of that, I made sure I prepared my clothes for the week. See, that thing helps you to manage I'm telling you, you see, until you start practicing it, you will not know how much time you waste, especially with women. You can't believe, but even men too. I've seen men too. That's also works with. If you tell yourself Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to Saturday, what am I wearing? Okay, I'll wear this. I'll wear this. I'll wear. Now it saves you that time of racking your brain what to wear and changing. All that you would have done during the weekend, maybe on Saturday or on Sunday. You already have it all ironed out and arranged. So on Monday, you already know what you're wearing. So immediately you wake up and do your morning routine, which I said already for those in my accountability group and the membership are going to be having morning routine for the next month. You have your morning routine. Before you know it, just get your clothes. You don't waste your time. I know trying to change clothes and look for clothes. You won't know. It can waste up to minimum of 1 hour out of your time. One, because apart from the time you use in changing and checking out, you get destabilized. And then when you go to work or go to do whatever you want to do, you're not totally focused. You're not fully concentrated. So it takes part of your time. So that you see that time management, like I said, is broad. But at least start with that, having a to-do list of about 3 major things, arrange according to order of priority. The most important things, do them first. Allot time for each things. And then there you go. Plan your week. See, even meal plan is very important. Women will understand this very well with me. You see, to think of what to eat, there's food in the house, but to determine that this is what you're going to eat this evening, tomorrow morning, you won't know how many minutes, hours that it really takes. I don't know if you can relate. I want you to drop a comment that you can relate with this. So all of these things falls under time management, but I'm not going to go too much into it. I've given you a tip, something you can start with now. Write a list of what you want to do. Remember, we're talking about success habits. List of your to-do list for every day. It's best to do it a night before. Then when you have done it, you allot time. Very, very important. That time frame, please don't skip it. Another thing again is holding yourself accountable. Being able to see, if you don't hold yourself accountable, you will not do many things. Now, in holding yourself accountable, you can have a partner, you can have a friend that can hold you accountable, you can have a coach, you can be in an accountability group. Like in my accountability group, for example, people in the accountability group, actually, there's this support, there's this encouragement it gives to you. Apart from the fact that you have the prompts, and secondly, you have to check in, and also talking about your challenges in the group and all that. It helps you to be able to know, okay, this person is also going through it, this is the way they did it, or okay, just get a motivation to keep going rather than being discouraged. Now, you yourself can hold yourself accountable. Exactly. I'm always thinking of what to cook, but since I had a timetable, it's exactly, I like that. Since timetable, it actually works. Yeah, it works. So with the timetable, it's like you've already planned ahead. Even if you're going to change what is to be cooked, most of the time it's still easier. You don't have to rack your brain because you have. And how long did it take to do that timetable? Not so much. Now, if you compared to the time, you can see if you have tried to quantify the time it has saved you, you will realize that the time to sit down and draw out that timetable actually is nothing compared to the time you have saved yourself. So you see, that's why successful people have more time, apart from the fact that other things come into managing your time. But you realize that you have saved time from meal prep, calculating what you will eat, and you have saved time from also the way you do your things, because you've already don't have a to-do list and allotted time. You have saved time from arranging what you're going to wear for the week. So you see that by the time you bring out all this time that you've been wasting up and down, and you put them together, you realize that you have more time for more productive things and still have time to rest, to spend with family, to socialize, and to just even boost your spiritual life. Remember, I said at the beginning that true success is when you have balanced the 7 spheres of life. Otherwise, you're not successful. One aspect is still lagging. So you can't totally say you are successful. So talking about success habit, I said you hold yourself accountable. One thing, it's in quote and unquote, it's not really like sweet for everybody to, how's the word I'll use now, to do work. Sometimes you don't feel like doing it. In fact, if that's why some people don't do anything until there is a deadline. That's why I say put a timeline to your activity. Let yourself know you need to do this thing. And then you can hold yourself accountable by having a habit tracker. Let me see, I think I have one around here. Okay. Now this is I think you can see, this is a physical, I always stuck it to somewhere, so I just pulled it out. So this is like, okay, this is a 30 days daily habit tracker. So each heart represents a day. Then I had this goal of okay, I was going to be posting daily on my social media, marketing a particular offer. So this is me coloring each day. So this is a habit tracker. So with a tracker, you can hold yourself accountable. Actually, those that join the membership will have this against this month we are coming into. So there's a tracker. With that one, you can print by yourself and track up yourself. So with this kind of a thing, I thought they were all blank before. So, and with this tracker, there are times when I'd use my printable tracker and when I did not use my printable tracker. Now, I noticed that when I used my printable tracker, I was able to accomplish my goal even more. You know why? I'm looking at it. I'm seeing it. And because I'm seeing it, I can't imagine myself not accomplishing that goal. You understand? I wouldn't like to see that it is blank. So because of that, it also motivated me to be able to, to be able to do the habits I told myself I was going to, cultivate. This was for January, actually. Okay, let me drop it back. So it's for January. So, but what am I trying to say? They hold themselves accountable. Most of the time, they actually have mentors and coaches. See, I don't know if you've actually had to sit down with some of these multimillionaires and they tell you about having masterminds. Most of the masterminds are a group of people that think alike, that they pull each other, like there's this kind of unconscious support they give each other because you share what you want to do and everybody give an idea of what is to be done. Okay, you can do it like this, you can go about it this way, just like that. So that is it. Hold yourself accountable. They have coaches by themselves. I'm telling you, they have coaches for themselves. And many a times, that's why it makes the difference between average people and the most successful people. Sometimes I tell yourself, what am I using a coach for, Jerry? What am I using a coach for? Most of the time, a coach, even a coach has a coach. It holds you accountable. That is what I'm just saying. It can be a friend. Your friend can hold you accountable. I get to my point now. It can hold you accountable, which is fine. A coach, a friend, a buddy, whatever it is, just hold yourself accountable. Use a tracker. Hold yourself accountable. And so those are success habits. Now, evidence, or let's say research have shown that being able to, what's the word I'll use now? Research have already showed that being able to hold yourself accountability has helped people smash their goal 95% of the time. So on a normal day, you may not even have been able to smash that goal, so to speak, but you realize that most of the time, 95% of the time, accountability helps you. One of the reasons I decided to start an accountability group, because one, I saw what it did for me. Two, I realized that it wasn't easy getting friends and family to be your accountability partner. It wasn't that easy. Sometimes I don't want to, so most of the time, family and friends might be the last people to support you. They will laugh at you, they'll make jest of you. So I realized that creating an accountability group where we all are gunning for a goal, we won't laugh at each other. Instead we encourage each other, we would feel we are free to be vulnerable with each other. So that is one of the things that driving force that made me say, okay, yeah, I have to start with an accountability group. So like I said, I started first. They have a vision. Vision is very important. You really need to have a vision of where you're going, who you want to become. Don't be so carried away by like for example now, so people have a goal that they want to post content every single day on their social media. But the question you want to ask yourself is why? Why do I want to post every day? Is it for posting sake? Everybody say post. No, there must be a picture of what you have in mind for posting every day. Maybe you have and you want to brand. I want people to know you for something, or maybe they just want to teach people about something. There must have to be a picture, a vision of that accountability group. Of your social media for which you have decided that posting every day is what will work for me. So that is it. I'll start again. Have a vision. You have routines, morning routines, night routines, apart from also time management, effective time management, and then accountability. Now, for having routines, I said we have the morning routines and we have the evening routines. And for every single person that's going to be joining my accountability group, the membership, they're going to be having the morning routine challenge, for free. Actually, the challenges are supposed to be paid, but they are there as bonuses for those who join the membership and for those who are also in the accountability group. Now, the next thing that's success habit is consciousness of your environment, using your associations and community. See, I cannot overemphasize it. When I talk about choosing your community, it's also physical And what I say physical, I mean like your physical residence, and then the kind of friends you work with, the people you associate with, the kind of people you decide to do business with, or the kind of people you decide to work with. Very, very, very important. I'm telling you, very important. So successful people or success habits actually makes you consciously choose your associates, your associations. It makes you consciously choose your community. Also, that is one of the things that has helped me in being has made me also come up with the membership group, because the membership group itself is a community of people. It's like it's an environment itself, not just of people. One, of people. Two, of the coach. You know, you'll be getting my expertise every single week. I would also treat a topic on being productive. I'll also take topics, the people prefer me to talk about. So you get motivations, so that's a community setting where you get motivations, you get support, you get coaching, and you also get accountability. All of these things, and then so your community is an environment, and it's beyond, it has to do with your physical residence, quite all right, but also the kind of people, the kind of things you're exposed to. That's another thing. The kind of things you're exposed to, very, very important. And so I'll talk much about the accountability for those who are interested in joining. It's a conscious thing you do. If you must be successful, you have to associate with successful people that are going. Nobody has gone. See, even the people who call rich, they still work, they're still pursuing that purpose. They have a target in mind. Are you getting it now? They have somewhere in mind, and so they work with each other. There is this Yoruba, I don't know, when we were in secondary school, we just used to say, they say, Olowo n ṣọ̀rẹ́ olówó. Talika and Shore Talika, Shore Olushi. Meaning that the rich or the successful are befriending the successful, while the poor are associating with themselves to befriending themselves. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean like rich people become friends, only rich people. No, you conglomerate with people that are going in the same direction. They say birds of a feather, conglomerate together, they flock together. So it's the same way also. You have the success life in your mind. You are working to develop the success habits. It only makes sense for you to be in an environment of the successful. It's only reasonable, it's only making sense for you to be in an environment that will promote success. And because we know that sometimes it's not just easy, people say, let me tell you, people find each other out. Successful people find each other out. They locate each other. And the membership and accountability group actually is a place where such people are magneted to, people are attracted to, come together in that kind of a setting. So if you're looking for a setting that will help you build success habits, that will make you have some fun, have enough time for family and social life, that will make you rest and not get overwhelmed, because work no dey finish, the accountability and the membership is something you really, really, really need to consider. Why? Because that is an environment. Most of these people, rarely see them have, at first we're like, now wow, all these people, the mentality is different. So the moment you start working the ego, start moving with the dogs or the chicks, it's not going to be an ego. So ego is only normal for an ego to fly with an ego. And then they will now be competing on height, they will be encouraged, they will be moving from height to height, will be like a normal thing, like a game to them. Why the chicks, when you're just there walking around, you cannot even fly. Why do you want to fly? No encouragement to be who you are, to bring out your potentials, to try, to have a thriving future. Nothing like that. So the community is very, very important. Now, from having a vision to having a routine, to managing your time, to holding yourself accountable, and also being in the right community, consciously choosing the kind of community you want to be. How then can you cultivate these habits? Because now these are habits, right? How do you cultivate them? Because it can be an activity for you, a one-off activity, and it can become a habit, a lifestyle. So how do you now develop this? We'll talk about different success um, habits. But how do you now develop it? Of course, it's through discipline, through focus and consistency. Discipline, focus, and consistency. Very, very important. You have to be disciplined, you have to be focused, you have to be consistent. Now, your big why, which is still your vision, is very, very important for you to be able to achieve discipline, consistency, and focus. You tell yourself, okay, I have a vision, right? Oh, yes, I have a vision. This is who I am. Now, in having this vision, you can build a vision board for yourself. It helps with your consistency. Now you have it's a board that has like pictures and also words, writings of what you want to become. What is of the things of the picture of yourself you're seeing, of the picture of the things you expect to see in your life as well. So you put them in that vision board. Now, when you always see it, it makes you to work towards it. So you see that's a one way of being focused. It helps your focus. So it's always good to have a pictorial form of what you want to become. That picture of success. That picture of success. It's good to have a physical representation of it. Very, very important. Now, when you have a picture of a vision board, that can help you to be focused because it brings your mind back. You write that. Now, my plan for the year or my vision for the year, I wrote them down. I wrote them down on a board and in my study. So anytime I came into the study, now because I'm this person that has a lot of ideas, I want to do this, I want to do that one. And anytime I come to the study, maybe just to come and do something else, not even because I want to come and look at what I wrote. And my eyes go, of course, where I always sit. There's no how I enter and I'll not sit. So sometimes when I sit, I'm like, am I still on track? There are some programs I want to push out, and I realize that this program is not in line with what I said I was going to do. And so I retract and go back, to the goal that I set for myself. Why am I able to do that? Because I have a vision board. I have a board where the vision is clear. So I realized that, whoa, no. I'm going off track again. So I push myself back. So it now makes me to become focused. Then it also helps my discipline. Now, being disciplined means you have to be able to do it from day to day. That's how you develop habits. As a matter of fact, why you may hear that they say it takes 28 days to be able to develop a habit, actually, on an average, it takes 66 days. Well, the statistics that it takes between 18 to 290 something days in order to form a habit. But also remember that when you're trying to form a habit, sometimes you don't even do it as often as you should. Sometimes you rise, you fall, you do it today, you didn't do it tomorrow. So you want to be able to do it for up to 66 days. Now, to help your discipline and consistency, you definitely want to have people that will encourage you, people that are moving that same direction like you. You definitely need that. You want that. I'm telling you, you need motivation to be able to be disciplined and consistent. Because there are times when you be like, are you sure that this path is going to work? So you do what? You get consistent, you get disciplined, and you keep focused. One, I say you should have a vision board. It will help your focus. Write your vision down so that when you see it, you can run with it. Yeah, even the Bible said so. So have that. Have a vision board for yourself. Write down that's your vision of yourself, what you want to write it clearly. Get pictures that represent it and put it. I'll still talk one of these days. I'll give us a lecture on how to what's the word? On how to make a vision board. But that's very important. You can start by just writing it where you will see it very obviously. Write it down. Then have routines. What time of the day do you want to wake up? If you want to wake up every 5 a.m. and you're not used to that, set your alarm to wake up every 5 a.m. Now, you want to be sure that it works for you. Some people 6 a.m. waking up, then their brain will be clear. But if 5 a.m. is what will help you accomplish what you want to accomplish, then set an alarm. Every 5 a.m. get up. Every 5 a.m. get up till you get used to it. Then when you wake up that 5 a.m., There are routines you should be able to go. When you wake up, what do? You meditate, you pray, you know, gather your spirit together, gather your mind together, then plan. You want to write down, journal. You want to have a gratitude journal. You wake up in the morning, what am I grateful for, after praying and meditating on what that charge your spirit up. Now, let me tell you, in the membership group also, we're going to have we have different videos, 10 minutes videos, 7-minute videos, motivations that will charge you up. You can go there in the morning and just play and get yourself charged up. Yeah, that's one thing. Like I said, the community, the kind of group of people you develop around you is very important. And so the membership group, yeah, and I think I need to introduce this now at this point. We help you to achieve discipline, consistency, and focus. Now, motivation helps your focus, when you're hearing words that keep you up. I've seen that sometimes when you hear words that ginger you, you tell yourself, oh, I will do this. And after some time, you just go down. But when you're in a membership that already has that's where we talk from time to time to motivate you, where you even have motivations there, you have affirmations, all those things there. And that's a part of the things that in some people's morning routine. They wake up, they meditate, they open their mouth and make affirmations, success affirmations for their day. So all those things has a way of charging you up, making you productive, writing their to-do list and having it, having time slots to it. So all those things will help you to be able to maintain focus. Being in an accountability group is very important. Now, accountability helps you to be consistent and also disciplined. But your vision board and writing it down will help you to be focused. All of these things are provided in the membership group. A membership, that's the Goals and Habits Transformation Accountability Membership. So if you're going to be joining the membership, I've always had the accountability group, which is still open. But for every single person that decides to join the membership that wants an environment, an enabling environment to developing success habits, you want to join the accountability, the Goals and Transformation Accountability Membership. You want to join that. Very, very importantly, you want to join that. And what will you get there? Now, you're going to get different resources that will help you, from audio resources to video resources to what else again? To video resources, to weekly coachings, also weekly reviews of your goals, and weekly accountability. That means you come and give a report of how the week went, instructions of how to plan, how to manage your time. We have also master classes. I'll be having master classes from time to time, which will be accessible, many of which will be accessible for free for those that are members of the Goals and Habits Transformation and Accountability Membership. This is a membership. We have the accountability group. There are people there even now. Some will renew their membership. Now, one thing about membership, there is a subscription. But the good thing is this: you can subscribe and unsubscribe at your will at any time. Subscribe and unsubscribe. It's your choice. Nobody holds your neck that has to be there. But in order to succeed and also accomplish your goals, because we're entering the second half of the year very soon, the question is that, do you want a change? Do you want, remember the method I gave you for time management? Try that one. You begin to see success immediately. You see a difference. Then you can imagine when you don't have to hear my coaching, have my coaching one-on-one, when I teach you how to not only manage your time, but how to go on the challenge. We're going to have challenges every month. So morning routine challenge is the one that is coming up this June. So you want to join it. Now, the thing is this: ideally, $27 is what this kind of membership goes for. But for me, I told myself, and because of the passion for which I am doing this, is that those that come early to the party needs to be rewarded. I remember when I was doing my postgraduate internship in Shell, and we were invited for a party. And I went for that party, actually. So when I went for the party, I was one of the earlier arrivals, and as I came, I was given a gift, and the father became very valuable to me even after I left there. A gift, imagine you come to a party where you're going to eat and party and just have a nice time, and they're giving you a gift for coming early. So it's the same thing here too. I'm going to give as I'm going to give this at a very great discount for those who come early to the party. For those who decide to join the membership, the Goals and Habits Transformation and Accountability membership, this is what you're going to be having. You're going to be having weekly coachings or weekly teachings on how to be able to develop success habits that will motivate you. Have motivations. You're also going to be joining the accountability group for free. I told you there's an accountability group. Yes, there's a habit accountability group which is already running. You have that one for free. But if that is the only one you want to join, I don't want to join the membership, which I think you should join because there are a lot of resources. You also have your trackers. You have written resources for you. You have audio, you have video resources. Every month there will be a master class which you have for free, which those who are not in the group will have to pay for. So you have it for free. See, let me tell you, the things that you would have in the membership is worth much more than you can get anywhere. I can tell you that for free. Now you'll be having it for $7 only. So you'll be having it for $7 only. Ooh, and that should be like 3.5 in Naira, right? 3.5 in Naira. It's a monthly subscription. But one thing I can tell you is this: if you're a business person, I'm still going to do a masterclass on productivity to profit. If you're a business person and you join this membership group, see, the details I'm going to be giving you, if you follow those instructions, you will at least 2 times your profits. Yeah, it is tested and proved. I can't just say everything here, but there will be master classes you're going to be having on how to operate your business in a way that it will give you ×2 of your profits. Let me not say ×5, ×2 of your profit for less the time. Yeah, for less the time. 2 times the profits for less the time. Only $7. Now, if you want to subscribe to the membership, for those who are coming early to the party, the link is here, but I think I'll also drop it. Let me see. I'll also drop it in the comment section of the Facebook. Let me see. Let me do that. I'll also drop it in the comment section of the Facebook right now. Let's see how it goes. Okay. I'll drop it in the comment section. Where is it? Let's see how it goes. Okay. I'll drop it in the comment section. Where is it? Let's see how it goes. Okay. I'll drop it in the comment section. Where is it? Let's see how it goes. So I dropped it already in the comment section, so I believe you must have seen it, but you can also copy it here: https://bit.ly, that's bit.ly/42ws2aw 42ws2aw. So that's if you want to join the Goals and Habits Transformation and Accountability membership. Now that's for that. I'll also drop in the comment section later if you just want to join only the accountability group. Now, for those that are joining this, for that joining the goals and habit transformation accountability group, they're also going to be joining the what's the word? Is the accountability group is free for them. The challenges is free for them, apart from the whole resources I talked about. So once again, I'll make a recap of what we have already learned today. While, like I said, there's a normal accountability group, but this one is a membership where you have resources. You have resources such as audios, videos on different things, ranging from procrastination to time management to how to do your meal prep, how to be consistent, how to be disciplined, the art of being focused, how to use a vision board. All those details are going to be there. And I said that every month there will be a master class. Every month there'll be a master class which is free for those in the membership, whereas those that are not in the membership actually are going to pay for it. But for every single person in the membership, they will get all of that for free. Accountability group also is free for those in the membership. Yes, they get it for free. But if you don't want to be in the membership, there's only the accountability group. I'll drop the link later in the comment section also, where you can join that one. Okay, that one is 1,100 for the accountability. But for the membership, for the goals and habits transformation accountability membership, is $3.5. That's $7 thereabout. So that is it. So I'll do a recap. I talked about how do you now develop this. You develop through discipline, through focus, and through consistency. It's all of these things combined, which is one of the things that will help you to be able to achieve the success habits that are already outlined. The success habits are already outlined. I said, one, have a vision, very important. Have routines. Yes, also in the membership, everyone in the membership are going to be having morning routines. We're going to have 21 days morning routine challenge. See, if you join this membership before the end of the year, in fact, by the end of this 1 month, you will see changes for sure. You will be already seeing success in your life. Okay, yes. It's a monthly? Yes. What's the cost of the membership and accountability group? Okay, for the membership and accountability group, it's $3.5. That's $7 thereabout. So that is what it is. It's monthly, but you are free to unsubscribe whenever you want to or continue the subscription. Like I said, it has the resources. You have video resources, audio resources that will be made available, even text resources. Yes, it's a monthly payment. So it's a subscription. That is what it is. But I can tell you for sure that what you'll be getting there will be much more than what you're paying for it. Very, very much more than it. Then apart from that, master classes every single month. We'll have weekly review of our goals, and then at the end we also have a review of how the week has gone, like a weekly report of how it has gone. And I was saying, for those who have businesses, that if you follow, I have a special stuff for those that are in the membership, that if you follow what I'm going to say, you already have a business, so that you will be looking towards at least ×2. So let me not say ×5, at least ×2, of what you have been earning before now, your profits. Yeah, I'm going to do a webinar on productivity to profit, where you at least ×2 your profits in less the time. Yes, in less. It's going to be very interactive. Actually, it's going to be interactive, but that's only exclusive to members of the membership. So it's just $3.5. Now the accountability group alone is $1.1. You have the right to join that if that's the one you want to join. So that is it. So I've answered the question. I've answered your question. So yes, it is. And we're going to be looking towards having a webinar is coming up, and it's titled Breaking the Procrastination Habits. Yes, that one is going to be big. I'm going to do a lot of awareness, with regards to that one. I'm going to do a lot of awareness. Well, that's that. I don't know if you have any other questions. The only question I see here is, what's the cost of the membership? I say it's $3.5, which is $7. Accountability group alone is 1,100. But if you're in the membership, you automatically belong to the accountability group. You don't have to have it separately, or what's the word? You don't have to pay for it separately. So I'll also put the link for that one there. If you're a Facebook, then if it's so I think I've already answered that. Any other questions? If you have any other questions, we can drop it. Ask me any questions at all. Yeah, question time. Ask me questions. I'm open to any questions. Okay. I'm open to any questions. Question time. Question time. Okay. Question time, please. If we have any other questions, feel free to ask. Okay. Feel free to ask. Okay. So a general recap, what is success? True success is when you have been able to balance your 7 spheres of life. Questions. There's plenty of questions. Okay, let me just write it out. So it's when you have been able to balance the whole 7 spheres of life. Very, very important. You should be able to have done that. That's when you have overall success. It's not just that I need money alone. Money is important, very important, but your spiritual life is important, your physical health life is important, your emotional life, your social life, your environment, and also your intellectual is very, very important. So ask me questions if you want to ask me. And I said that success habits include having a vision. I'm going to teach you. In fact, if you're in a membership, you will see something about having a vision board, have routines, manage time, hold yourself accountable, and community. Deliberately choose your community. That's very, very important. Deliberately choose your community. And for those who don't have a community of friends or people that can support them, rightly, is joining the membership actually is a big deal. It's something that you can, do for yourself. So if there are no other questions, I think we'll be calling it a day. Thank you so much for attending. And if you're watching the replay, I think I should have said that much earlier. You're watching the replay, I want you to put, or you watch to this point, put hashtag replay in the comments box so that I can know that you're watching the replay. Thank you so much for being here. God bless you, and see you in the membership. I'll be doing other things as time goes on from time to time. Invite your friends to the group, because I'm going to also be giving some free and amazing valuable stuff that you will not get anywhere else, that I can tell you. So once again, the membership, you get resources, videos, audios, books, materials, I would say, and challenges for free, accountability for free. That's one I already promised, and I said that is what is going to be. So you have all of that for free. But if you do not want to join that, you can join the accountability. Accountability is strictly, what it is, just accountability. And daily accountability, actually, you check in, every day. And then I dropped prompts that help you with time management. It doesn't matter whether you might go smashing my membership or whatever it is you are. I always make sure that I teach you how to, manage your time effectively. So thank you for being here. Do have a wonderful time. I think I've already said everything that I need to say. Ciao, ciao. Cheers to your success. I love and hope to see your dreams come true. And